Radio Rebellion.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it and talk about it. Let me get it here.
I'm
Set
not
up
gonna say no.
All right.
Last night, a Jedi was murdered.
It's kind of gonna follow this investigation, but
From the
Jedi.
studio that brought you. Thanks, I
Justified
didn't know.
galactic dominance
yeah.
in the name of peace.
In the name of
That
peace.
peace is a lie.
And just the shots and the action look so.
The music, by the way, is
Oh, yeah.
pretty cool.
Do we know who's doing the soundtrack? I don't know. The
I'll
score?
look it up. I'll look it up.
Oh,
I don't
and
think we
we
do.
got- Yeah. Confirmation that there's some flashback.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Love that little ship that kind of separates.
This is only a small part of
Burn!
your plan.
Vernestra!
I'm not sold on Bernard.
That kid, Imri.
Emery's not gonna make it out.
Okay, so we think that figure has to be the dark side user. that
Yeah,
we see.
I guess.
That
This
shot's
shot
so
is
cool.
dash. And then I love is let me see. Oh, there's that little creature from the poster. When he's
That's what I was
taking
talking about.
May,
Decided for you by an
then
enormous
there's
force.
kind of an attack on that town and everything's
Yeah.
If you want to pull
Oh,
the
shit.
thread,
so right there. That's him trying to take her. And now hear that guy from the
pull
poster.
it.
Oh man. Oh, that music.
Is that like a smile?
Yeah, it's got like the Joker smile
Oh my
with teeth and
God.
everything. 2 episodes. I think did we knew it was 2 episodes? Probably. But anyway, there you go.
I thought I was
Like-
gonna be. I have a work trip in June, and all of a sudden I was like, no. But I'll be here. I'll be here.
Yeah.
Oh, but I have a baby shower that day. We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right. So just real quick as we break it down. So we knew there was an investigation. We've been told that we're gonna see kind of both sides, not playing at the same time, but we'll get like someone's point of view and then the Jedi, let's say, point of view, contrary to May and everyone else. So that's very interesting for something in Star Wars. We knew there was going to be investigation from the previous trailer. Someone is killing Jedi or something is killing Jedi. And we've had the question here, is it May? Is it the witches coven with Mother Anisea? Or is it, like you mentioned, maybe this acolyte out there that's trying to bring out the attention of the Sith is the one killing the Jedi? Hey, I'm here, pick me as an apprentice or something. And then maybe it's that guy we see at the end. I also love we got the first kind of scenes with Manny Jacinto's character, kind of talking to May. Yeah, the Jedi, they're keeping the peace. But maybe that peace
It's
is
a
not
lie.
exact. Sorry?
It's a lie. It's
Yeah,
not
that
real.
peace is a lie, which I'm not sure who said that line.
I think that's May.
Yeah, could be. But I love when he said the Jedi justify their galactic dominance in the name of peace, and we see all those people behind that jail or
Mhm.
containment cell. I don't know, just the visuals. How is this more or less what you expected, or
It's exactly what I expected, and in a good way, by the way.
yeah, of course.
This I'll keep repeating. This is, I think, what most of us wanted to see when they announced that Disney had bought Lucasfilm and we were getting new movies. I think that yes, the idea of episode 7 to 9 sounded amazing, but I think that most of us wanted to go back and wanted to explore like these other eras.
Sure.
You know, at that moment it was all about the Old Republic. Now we know that's very different to what we thought of. So yeah, like visually, I think it's interesting because it's very much the aesthetic of Star Wars as we know it, but it feels a little bit different, which I like.
That's something apart from the show itself, talking about the aesthetic of Star Wars. Sometimes when I watch different TV shows, be it Star Trek or I'm starting to watch Black Sail, some of those other big budget shows, Rings of Power, House of the Dragon, they look different to what a Star Wars show looks like. And I always think, why doesn't Star Wars look like this show? Why doesn't the camera move like that? But I think at the same time, it's like, maybe it doesn't feel like Star Wars if you start doing all those kind of one shots and let's do a close up on this lightsaber and then spin the camera 360. Maybe it doesn't feel like Star Wars. And I think this show, at least through the trailers, has a balance between them because the action seems to be more. I don't want to say. I don't even know a word. It looks different, just because there's a lot of hand-to-hand combat, which is different that we've seen with Ahsoka, for example. That was great with all these lightsabers, but it still felt like Star Wars, kind of in that prequel era, a little bit further back.
Yeah, it for me it even looks like a movie, like a Star Wars movie. Like everything with every trailer, I thought, what if I saw this in the movie theater? Which, by the way, I will in a couple of hours because they're giving that teaser thing.
Yeah, and I think it's an extended scene of that fight between.
I think it's the fight between Trinity and Amanda,
which I saw on a potato camera a few days ago.
You saw it?
It was not from the Phantom Menace, in some other event in a different country, and someone filmed it sideways, so I had to tilt my laptop to watch it. It's like a 3-minute scene of that fight, which is great. But of course, the way it's cut, you know that they remove a couple of things, but the action itself looks great, and we'd love to hear your take on it later. So again, cool action scenes. Of course, we got Coruscant. We got a bunch of cool planets. Cool ships, which is what we love in Star Wars, kind of build that world, give us new ships, new droids. And then Master Soul, taking away May as a little kid. She's not too little. She's probably 6 to 8. Yeah, she's a kid. He wants to be the one to bring her back. Basically, somewhere in the investigation, they decided that she's the one. I mean, she kind of showed up to Master Indira, to Trinity, and asked her to fight. So kind of easy to know she's involved in this. Surprised that we're kind of getting that scene of when she got picked up. I kind of noticed in the first trailer there might be some flashbacks, and now
because of the haircuts.
Yeah, the haircut.
Yeah, I'm surprised they revealed it, because I think that gives. We still don't know exactly what's going on, but it gave a little bit more context. Like, no, this is the scene where she's being taken, and I wonder what happens in that scene, because we get that kid with the black eyes and like fainting. Like, what's happening? It seems to be in the same scene. So, by the way, I wanted to touch on the May thing. I honestly still think, at the risk of being horribly wrong, by the way,
that's what we do here.
They're framing her as the villain, like with trailer magic. I'm still not convinced she is like the villain. Maybe she has villainous intentions. Maybe she dabbles into dark things, but I don't think she's like the main villain.
I think if Leslie Headland hadn't come out to say, first, this isn't going to go the way people think, it's going to be different, and knowing that it's from two different point of views, I think it's 100%. I'm with you in thinking that this is trailer magic. It's too obvious, and she might be, but it might not be by the reasons that we think. And also, what surprised me is that when she gets picked up by Master Saul, she's with that group of witches and Master Anisea, the Path of the Open Hand, like I keep saying. I had no idea. I thought that when she left the Jedi, then she found this group that had a different view of the Force.
It seemed like that.
Yeah, so it's cool to see that she comes from this group. Yeah, those are her roots. And maybe she goes back, or through her, they find her. Because once the Jedi take you, you're not supposed to have any contact with your family or your past. Maybe they find her and kind of start talking to her about how the Jedi overuse the Force or whatever. But I think that was a cool reveal, that those are part of her roots and not just someone that she meets afterwards. So Vernestra, we get Vernestra saying this feels like a part of a larger plan. Something else is coming. I'm still not sold on Vernestra. I'll see how the show goes. But just having her there is kind of that connection to the High Republic, and at least someone, because she's been through a lot. She might be the one saying, hey, we got to connect some dots. Things might not be as simple as we think. Do you enjoy
Why do you mean you're not convinced by Vernestra?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too used to her as this teenager, younger person, and seeing her 100 years later.
200 years later. Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm dying to know what her role is gonna be.
Yeah.
because I still think she's not gonna have a major role, but it's definitely bigger than I thought
Sure.
when she was announced. I honestly thought she was gonna background character. Yeah, that's for Nestor, sure.
Yeah, I thought we were getting a flashback to the High Republic and she was there for a 2-minute scene or something. But now it seems that she's going to be more involved into it. But maybe just that scene in Kurosan. Well, although she does have 2 different outfits in that
Yep.
first trailer. So that
We'll see.
Padawan that we saw turning to Black Eyes, Padawan Tobin, it was revealed on with the cast a couple of weeks back on
Mm-hmm.
the databank. So I don't know if this happens when they pick up May or afterwards during the investigation.
It kind
I
of
could-
looks like when they pick up May. but
Okay.
I don't know.
Then he won't make it out. I'm guessing because he's very
I'm-
young.
I've heard a lot of people talk, by the way, that Trinity is gonna die at
Yeah.
Amendo's hands in that scene. How do you feel about that?
I don't think in that scene. I think she's a very powerful Jedi Master. I don't
Mhm.
think, at least at that point, that May is in a position to kill her.
Oh, we're talking about parallels now.
Nah, I don't. Maybe I'm not going that far. So early on, knowing trailers, we know they. I don't know because I'm gonna say, well, we know the Star Wars trailers. What we're seeing is probably the first 2 episodes, maybe a little bit more. But
I
if
can see
that's the murder that kind of pushes the investigation,
that's what
then
I'm
maybe
thinking.
she does die early on. And then since we're gonna see different point of views or flashback, then it's not a character. She's not there for 1 episode. We'll see more of her.
Yeah,
I hope not, because what I've seen of that character, I'm interested to see how it progresses and the background of that character. I want to learn more about her. So hopefully she doesn't die early on. I don't know. She does. I think she kills that other guy that's kind of meditating, and she just jumped through that knife of
you think so?
hers. I don't know. It kind of felt like maybe too easy. Although she did stop halfway before stabbing him. Again, we'll see. Do you think she's going to die early? Or
I kind of think she is.
okay.
I think we'll see her in flashbacks, but I think she's gone. Let's say episode 2. Hopefully, I'm wrong. By the
Yeah.
way,
But it'll be cool if that's the murder of a Jedi Master is what kind of pushes the
everybody
council to
forward.
do something. Yeah, like yeah, something's killing Jedi. No, you're wrong. Oh, a Jedi Master died.
They killed Trinity. What?
What called Neo? This was funny. This line, just because of something we spoke yesterday with Brennan. It's when she says, I believe May says, destiny is not decided for you by an anonymous force.
Mhm.
And yesterday we talked about, we can have all these, the force, you're supposed to be the chosen one, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And in the end, it comes to a choice between good or evil. And that's why she, your destiny is not, this force doesn't tell you your destiny. So it's cool to see that. Anyway, let's go to the Knight of Ren Inquisitor. Extremely surprised. First they showed in the poster, like I said before, it's gonna be a nothing character. What are you? And then the lightsaber and let's fight. How is that the Acolyte? Is that just an in-between?
I don't know. Maybe that's Revan. I don't know. I don't know. He looks cool, or she looks cool.
I mean, all Inquisitors or all dark side users with those type of helmets and all black cloaks, they look extremely cool.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think that's the big bad anyways, because that doesn't get revealed here. I think either he's the
I think the
Acolyte,
big bad is some old guy sitting somewhere in a Horde Conan style.
It'll be Darth Tenebrous. Plagueis is still too young. I need someone else.
Yeah. Maybe that's Plagueis. I don't know.
No,
I honestly have no
is
idea.
big,
Like my mind goes everywhere. Maybe it's a Knight of Ren. Who knows?
It'll be cool to get the Knights of Ren and start going through that just to connect everything. So just speculation a little bit. Everyone's, there's a Sith. We don't know if it's a Sith, but everyone needs to die because there's a Force user. I mean, a dark side user there with red lightsabers. Are we still thinking the Jedi might just cover everything up if indeed the Sith are revealed, or is this just someone with a red lightsaber that's a Force user. Don't lean back too far.
I have honestly no opinion on this. I still imagine the Jedi being like, that technically wasn't a Sith because Sith are from this part of the galaxy and he's from another, so we're gonna ignore it forever.
I don't know if that person is a Sith. I think that Sith will be revealed, and I think the Jedi will hide it or do something to not really, like you said, find a technicality. Because we know this show is also leading to the way the Jedi are by the Phantom Menace, which are these
precisely.
They're just kind of not missing the point because they're being, of course, kind of Palpatine has been manipulating everything, but things are happening right under their nose. And if you've been lucky enough to read the High Republic, it wouldn't be the first time that the Jedi, in their hubris, think that it's better for everyone else if they hide bit of the truth out there. So I think it will be something like that. That the Sith will, some dark force user will show up and they'll try to hide it.
It's like the Puerto Rican saying, "Ojo que no ve, corazón que no siente." That if the eyes don't see, the heart doesn't feel.
Yeah.
So,
and especially when it turns you to stone and dust.
Exactly. Can't wait for the power of friendship to finish the leveler.
Very soon. Very soon. It's almost done. I can't believe High Republic's almost done. But anyway, the Acolyte 1 month away, June 4th. Can't believe after like 4 years, we're finally getting the Acolyte.
I remember when they announced it. They changed the logo.
Yeah. All right. So guys, let us know what you thought about the trailer and how excited are you for the Acolyte.